Right now, we're averaging at least 500 gotaways every single day across that border. 500 every day. That's 194,000 illegals since the start of this fiscal year. We think that number may be underreported. We all know that it's a lot. And just one, let's say it's 194,000, just one of those 194,000 needs to have ill intent to put hundreds of American lives at risk. 2 weeks ago, 8 illegal aliens with ties to ISIS were arrested inside our own borders. These were terrorists that the Biden policies welcomed into our country. The only reason the FBI did anything about that is because House Republicans have been pressuring them to do more. He's playing politics with innocent American lives. There's no other way to say that, and everybody knows it. Our intelligence agencies know it, our law enforcement agencies know it, and even our enemies know it, and that's why they're empowered right now. We want everybody watching to see how the Democrats vote on these bills. I think that's going to be a very important test. Do Democrats want to protect our borders? Do they care about the loss of all these innocent lives? I mean, some of them are saying so, but they need to take action to help us. Do they want to support our service members and support American sovereignty? You're about to find out. So we'll see how the vote turns out.
It's the border, it's the border, it's the border. I've learned a few things over the last couple years of watching how money that has previously been appropriated has been actually used, or in some cases not used, by this administration. Therefore, this bill says enough. Enough of those areas that were used as slush funds to transport people into the country to basically not do the job that they're supposed to do, and so they've been zeroed out in this bill. Also, you'll see that those NGOs, quite frankly, that were facilitating and playing key roles in this get people away from the border and into the country without screening, are zeroed out in this bill. Is that controversial? Well, it is with some people, but we quite frankly think that it reflects the view of most Americans in terms of restoring some semblance of border security. With those things as it's the border, it's the border, it's the border, more detention beds, 50,000. That's 16,000 more than the administration asked for. That's 8,000 more than there were funded last time. And oh, by the way, ICE and Border Patrol, as far as their personnel, are very well taken care of in this bill so that they have the nod, at least from this committee and this House of Congress, to say we value what you're doing. And
the American people are experiencing the most wide-open, catastrophic border crisis in our nation's history because of Joe Biden's failed leadership. Just last week, the May border numbers were released, proving that Biden's executive order further incentivized illegal immigration. May was the 39th straight month where monthly illegal immigrant encounters were higher than even the highest month under President Trump. Joe Biden's open border policies continue to devastate American communities. Just last week, we saw since Joe Biden took office and implemented his failed far-left Democrat open border agenda, 10 million illegal immigrants have invaded our country. Just last night, we heard that Joe Biden had released over 400 illegals with ties to ISIS into our country, and that over 50 of them are still roaming free. This is a national security risk and a direct result of Joe Biden's failed far-left Democrat open border policies. In my district in upstate New York and the North Country, the northern border has seen record illegal crossings, including individuals on the terrorist watch list. The American people know what a secure border looks like. Under President Trump, we saw the most secure border in modern history, building the wall, ending catch and release, and implementing Remain in Mexico. This week, House Republicans will deliver where Joe Biden has failed, using our appropriation bills to return to the successful border security policies of President Trump.